The program has evolved a lot. When we first started off, we really didn't have big teams. We had small numbers. We're now over 40 women and 40 men on the rosters. In that time period, we've had over 22 All-Americans, 4 national champions. So the program has really come a long way. I've really been excited. With the addition of Jason Resch to the program, it's really taken off. He's the catalyst that's really sprung us onto the playing field that we're playing on now.
Since I've been on the team, we've had a couple of coaches come and go, but each one has brought something different to the team and helped us to excel in a different way. Specifically, the one that I know the most is we've had Coach Christie join us for helping out with throwers for javelin, to help out Coach Kev.
My favorite thing about the team is we're like a really tightly knit group. We're just one big family. You know, there's about like 100 of us, and the men's team and the women's team is very close together.
So I love this team so much. I think it's helped me a lot, both mentally and physically pushing myself. But they've also gave me like a huge sense of family. So when I came onto the team, I was very scared. I'm like, you have to push me to do some things. But this team like came to me with open arms and made me feel really welcomed, and has pushed me in a way that I don't think anyone else could have.
I like this group because they're finally taking charge of themselves. You know, one of our big goals in our program is to not just build track and field athletes, but build future leaders of our country. And you learn so much from track and field and sports that build into your own life. So I like that in this group. They're working together really well, and that just helps to build a program, which is really what we're trying to do.
Hard work is putting consistent effort into something when no one was watching. I try to embody it every day by having a consistent schedule, and like there's certain things that like as a student athlete I just need to do to like achieve greatness, and if I want to achieve those things, there's certain things that I need to sacrifice.
My definition of hard work is putting in your all. We always like to say giving 100% of what you got. So, you know, in sport you get injured, and even though you might have a little injury, every day you come to practice, every day you go to a meet, I want 100% of what you have that day.
The culture of the team, I would say, is very family-oriented, just like Stockton as a whole, because like I said, we all get together and we do things off the field, and like if someone's like having problems, we'll like reach out to them and like make sure everything's okay.
In order to really have a successful team, I think it goes back to the actual word, student athlete. You know, you can be very talented in athletics, but if you're not getting it done in the classroom, you're not going to be able to get it done in athletics. We really like to push and strive to the kids to do well in class. I'm not talking about you have to have the highest GPA on the entire campus, but once again, it goes back to what we said earlier, put forth the effort that you can, give us all that you can give. And you know, I really think that that's what gets us to where we need to be. I really like what Coach Resch has embodied for us. His mantra is prepare, believe, succeed. He brought that in when he started in our program. I guess it's been over 6 years now. And I just think that kind of embodies everything. You know, if you prepare, you're going to be a good athlete. You could be the best athlete, but if you don't believe in yourself, you're never going to succeed. Track and field is an individual sport. So each individual has an event that they do, but our conference championship is based on the total number of points that a team scores. So we have to work together. Even though it's just you may be pole vaulting or you may be running the 400, you still need to support and believe in your teammates. And without that, we don't win conference championships. We don't win national championships. And that's what we strive to be as a program. So we try to get that to be the culture of our team, to have them believe in themselves, prepare and do the work, and that's when you see success.
So one of the main takeaways I've gotten from being a part of this program is growing as a person in terms of like learning life lessons. So currently I'm applying to med school, and in that process, like there's a lot of failures. There's a lot of practice exams where I'm not achieving the scores I want to, but like the things Coach Resch and Coach Curl have taught me is like not to let those little failures like eat at me, you know, because a lot of people when they start failing, they just give up. They're like, oh, whatever, like I can't do this anyway. So like a lot of things that Coach Curl and Resch have truly taught me is to keep attacking no matter how many times I fall down, like honestly to keep getting back up. And that's something that's easy to say, but it's not like easy to do.
I've just learned how to stay consistent with everything and just like learning how to like stay calm under certain situations as like we go to meets and everything, keeping a strong mindset because track is a mental sport and you have to like have a strong mind to like if you're going to participate in it like continuously for like 4 years.
Taking away as a whole, this team really helped me promote my leadership skills. I'm a team leader, team captain, whatever it is, you know. And I really feel like being put in that position has helped me grow much, much higher as an athlete and as an individual.
Well, I think my coaches are definitely here to stay in my life. Like they've been such a huge part. Like I mentioned, both mentally getting me in the right headspace that I need to be in, teaching me lessons. I'm a team leader on the team, so they've taught me leadership skills, and I'm going to bring that throughout the rest of my life, and that's something that like I can't even thank them enough for. They've really helped me to develop as a person, and I don't think if I didn't do a sport that I would not have that. So I'm incredibly thankful for them, and Coach Kev, I tell him all the time, I was like, I love you so much, like you've done so much for me, and I think everybody can account for that too. No matter who you ask, they'll say the coaches are just amazing and they really do help you.
The biggest thing I want them to take away is to believe in themselves. You know, you always hear if you believe in something, you can do it. And we all know that sometimes that's not true. But when you put in the hard work and you're able to see the labors of what you've done lead to success, that just helps you when you're in the real world. The future of the program is unlimited. It's a challenging sport. There's a lot of programs out there. You know, I see us in the future growing. We've already said, like I said, we've already grown so much in the past 17 years that I've been here as the head coach. You know, it really comes down to the culture of the school and, you know, getting athletes to want to be here for our academics and getting those athletes to want to come in and be a part of this amazing coaching program that we have.
We've gone from training a few teams to now having 19 varsity sports come through our facility. And then also, it's evolved as a program to now having an assistant strength and conditioning coach, which is Phil Almack, and then having interns that I've now been able to reach more athletes than I could have ever thought possible. We went from having 2 racks and 2 benches and some rusty dumbbells to now having 8 fully loaded racks. Dumbbells that go up to 105 pounds. We have assault bikes, you know, anything that the athlete could possibly need to train, we have down here.
I think strength training allows athletes to explore their physical capabilities to their max. So we can reach, you know, how fast an athlete can get or how strong an athlete can get, and how that relates to sports performance out when they compete. I think that they appreciate the environment that we built. And I think that in turn has gotten them to buy into what we're trying to accomplish here, which is raise their skill level as high as we can go.
Well, the athletes have a complete program from me, and we design it so that it pushes their limits in the weight room, but also pushes their limits to be a better athlete on the field and off the field. It's teaching them discipline. You know, when they buy in, it allows us as professionals to really show them where they can go as an athlete, and then they get to see how stronger, faster, and better they're becoming on the field.
The quality of the athletes have grown by our success on the field is bringing in more athletes, newer athletes, and you know, they understand we're trying to raise the level that Stockton can compete at. and in turn we're getting better athletes and we're able to do more with them on the strength and conditioning side. One of my proudest moments is field hockey being a part of field hockey's team and them winning their first postseason title ever in school history. So that was cool to be a small part of that. And then also our baseball team had great success last year, going 10 straight wins, which was pretty incredible.
Obviously, winning an NJAC championship is always the best. You know, winning the 3 with Coach Matthews and the men's basketball team when I first got here, being a part of Coach Walker's, multiple NJAC championships, and then last year helping the men's lacrosse win their first CSAC championship. I think those are memories that you take and you really, you hold dear, and I think those are some of the best moments that I had. I think it's setting the standard when there isn't a standard to be set. It's hard, it's working hard, it's going to class, it's coming to lifts in the morning that we have, it's pushing yourself, it's practicing when no one's watching, and then, just being the good person that they are on and off the court, just being the best that they can be. I think that's what an Osprey truly is.
Building relationship with athletes has been my favorite. Like, when I come to work, I'm excited to see each and every athlete. I know all their names, and we have good times in the weight room and we have fun getting better together.
I hope they realize that the weight room is a special place where it only values hard work. It values tenacity over talent. It doesn't really care how many stars you had or your playing time. It really focuses on what you do in the weight room and how hard you work. And I want them to take away most of the time, how hard they worked in here, and if they do that in real life, then they're going to succeed at any level and whatever they do.